After throwing her belongings onto the street, I left divorce papers in our empty house and disappeared, while she and my former best friend, her lover, found themselves in handcuffs. But my vengeance was far from complete. Be me, 29-year-old Robert Wilson, working as a software architect at major tech company. Living in San Francisco, have what people call a perfect life. Beautiful house and nice area. Drive a new BMW. Married to Lisa for 4 years. She works at some fancy marketing agency. Her boss is Peter, total corporate type. Everything seems perfect until that night. It's Tuesday around 8 p.m. Gets suspicious text from colleague about Lisa. Says he saw her entering Hotel Meridian. Not where she's supposed to be. She told me she's at client meeting in Oakland. Drive to hotel feeling sick to my stomach. Heart pounding as I park my car. Walk through lobby trying to stay calm. Front desk lady looks at me weird. Don't care. Take elevator to 6th floor. Find room 612. Take deep breath. Door swings open. There's Lisa, standing by the bed. Peter right beside her. His arm casual on chair like he owns the place. But they're not alone. Some bald guy with glasses sitting in corner. Just watching everything like it's a show. Room goes dead silent. Can feel my fists clenching. Blood starting to boil. This isn't some misunderstanding. This is a setup. They planned this whole thing. Wanted me to walk in like an idiot. Oh, Robert, Peter says all calm. You're earlier than expected. Lisa looks annoyed, like I'm ruining her evening. What are you doing here? She snaps. Like I'm the one who's wrong. Can't believe this is happening. Step into room trembling with anger. What am I doing here? Voice comes out like a growl. What the hell is this, Lisa? Want to explain why your business trip involves him? Point at mystery man in corner. Guy shifts awkwardly but stays quiet. Peter just smirks. Let's not be rude. He's just here to observe. Like that makes it better. Nothing personal. Those words make me snap. Nothing personal. Voice rising with each word. My wife sneaking off with her boss. Staging some show for strangers. Are you out of your damn minds? Lisa rolls her eyes at me. Can see how annoyed she is. This is why I can't do this anymore, Robert. You always overreact. Always looking for something to accuse me of. Overreact? Let out bitter laugh. You think this is overreacting? I've put up with months of your lies, Lisa. All the late nights. The sudden trips. The whispers behind my back. And now I find this, voice getting sharper. Tell me what this is supposed to be. A joke? A game? It's not a game, she says flatly. Her voice drips with contempt. It's reality. Maybe if you weren't so controlling, so paranoid, you wouldn't have to barge in here like some crazy person. Take deep breath. Try to keep anger in check. Her words make it almost impossible. Don't you dare turn this around on me. Keep voice low and firm. You're the one sneaking around. You're the one lying. And now you're standing here acting like I'm the problem. Peter chuckles softly. Whip my head toward him. And you can barely contain rage. You think this is funny? You think you can just take everything I've built, everything I've worked for, and laugh about it? He doesn't respond. Just keeps that smug smirk on his face. My fists clench tighter. Can feel pulse pounding in ears. Want to throw him across room, but something stops me. That guy in corner, still sitting there, still watching, like some creepy statue. Who the hell is he? Turn back to Lisa. What is this supposed to be? Lisa just sighs. Brushes past me like I'm invisible. This isn't about you, Robert. Her voice calm, almost bored. It hasn't been about you for a long time. You just don't get it. Feel air leave room. Her words hit harder than expected. But it's not sadness I feel. It's anger. Cold, calculated anger. The kind that doesn't fade quickly. Step back toward door. Scan all three of them. Lisa, Peter, and the silent watcher. You're right. Keep voice quiet and steady. I don't get it. But don't think for a second this is over. Turn and leave. Slam door behind me. Mind already racing with next steps. Drive home from hotel is complete blur. Hands gripping steering wheel so tight might break it. Can't stop thinking about what just happened. Image of Lisa standing there burns in my brain. So calm, so indifferent. And Peter with his smug grin. Complete lack of shame. But that stranger in corner. He's the wild card. Who was he? What was his role in all this? Get home. Can't sleep. Every time I close my eyes, see them. Her cold stare. His mocking tone. Like some bad movie on repeat. Except this isn't fiction. This is my life crashing down. Need answers. Signs were there for months. Maybe even years. But I ignored them. Or didn't want to believe. Can't look away anymore. Grab my laptop. Start digging. Log into our shared email account. Lisa barely uses it anymore. Everything's on her work email these days, but worth a shot. Find something in drafts folder. Like she didn't even care to hide it. Message to Peter sits there. Had great time in Miami. Can't wait for next trip. Same sweet spot. Let me know when dates are confirmed. We'll block my calendar. Miami, that was 2 months ago. She told me it was emergency conference. Even helped her pack. Memory makes me want to punch wall, but that's not worst part. Keep digging. Find messages on her social media. Photos buried in phone gallery. Ones I never saw before. Nothing explicit, but enough to tell story. Late nights at office weren't late nights. Weekend trips weren't about clients. They were about him. Scroll through everything. Chest gets tighter with each new discovery. The lies are so detailed, so carefully planned. She built whole separate life. Right behind my back. Never saw it coming. By 3 a.m. find photo that stops me cold. Lisa and Peter at rooftop bar, laughing like they own the world. And there he is, off to side, the observer from hotel. Face bit blurry, but it's him. Recognize glasses. Bad spot. Way he slouches. Like he's trying to blend in. Who is this guy? Why was he in a hotel room? Why does it feel like I'm only one who doesn't know? Close laptop. Head pounding. Rage from earlier has changed. Turned colder. Sharper. This isn't just betrayal. This is calculated. Staged. They're planning something. Something bigger than stupid affair. Next morning decide to take action. Not waiting for answers anymore. Call private investigator. Guy named Ryan. No-nonsense type. Found him online. Had decent reviews. Don't know if he's the best. Don't care. Need someone who can dig deeper than me. What are we looking for here? Ryan asks. After I explain situation. Everything. Keep voice firm. Where they've been. Who they've met. What they've been doing behind my back. And I want to know who that other guy is. The one with the camera. Ryan nods. Scribbles in his notebook. Got it. Might take few days. Maybe a week. Depends how careful they've been. They're not careful. Say it bitterly. They don't think they have to be. Ryan gives knowing look. Like he's heard this before. All right, I'll be in touch. Hang up. Sit in car for a long time. Just staring at dashboard. First time in years feeling control. Lisa thought she'd gotten away with it. Thought I'd back down. Crawl away. Let her and Peter walk all over me. But she's wrong. This isn't over. Not by long shot. 2 days later, Ryan calls. Have barely slept since first meeting. Every phone buzz makes heart jump. Robert. His voice calm but different. Has something in it? Anticipation, maybe. Or concern. Got something you need to see. Can you meet at my office? I'm on my way. Already grabbing keys. Ryan's office in downtown. Small, plain space. Walk in. He's behind desk covered in papers. But eyes lock onto stack of photos. Black and white. Grainy but clear enough. He slides them across table. Take a look. Hesitate. Stomach twisting. Don't want to see. But have to. First photo shows Lisa and Peter at cafe. His hand on hers. She's smiling. Leaning in close. Like he's only person in world. Next photo worse. Parking lot. Peter's car. Lisa against it. Face tilted up. As he kisses her. Timestamps from 3 weeks ago. Right before her business trip. Clenched jaw. Try staying calm. Already knew about this. Tell me something I don't know. Ryan nods. Flips to next photo. This one different. Not Lisa or Peter. It's hotel room guy. Observer. Sitting in car. Parked outside office building. Ryan taps photo. That's our guy. Name's Richard Cooper. Freelance photographer. Works on unique projects. What kind of projects? Voice comes out sharp. Ryan hesitates. Pulls out another file. Surveillance. Private shoots. And sometimes blackmail. Word hits like slap. Blackmail? Stare at photo. Mind racing. So what? They're trying to blackmail me? Why? I don't think it's you there, Ryan says carefully. Not directly anyway, but pulls out something interesting. Cooper's been following Peter for months. Did deep dive into Peter's financials. He's in deep with some shady people. Debt collectors. Questionable investments. You name it. Hold up hand. Wait. Try to process this. You're saying this isn't just about the affair? There's more? Ryan leans back in chair. Folds arms. Looks that way. Don't have all pieces yet, but my guess? Peter's using Lisa. Maybe stringing her along for fun. Or maybe he's got bigger plans. Either way, Cooper's not just innocent bystander. He's involved, and not in good way. Feel like floor collapsing under me. Lisa isn't just cheating. She's tangled in something bigger, something dangerous. And either she doesn't know or doesn't care. Leave Ryan's office with photos. Mind spinning with possibilities. Don't go home. Can't. Instead, drive aimlessly. Weight of everything pressing down. How had it come to this? How had my life spiraled so far out? Then something clicks. Replay Ryan's words in head. Peter in trouble. Financial trouble. And Lisa is his pawn. It all makes sense now. The photographer. The staged hotel confrontation. The casual way they treated me. Like an afterthought. They weren't just having an affair. Setting me up for something. Only question is what? Finally go home that night. Can't sit still. Photos burn hole in pocket. Keep staring at them. Anger growing with each second. If Lisa thinks I'm rolling over, letting this happen, she doesn't know me at all. Pull out phone. Call her. No answer. Of course not. Leave message. Keep voice cold but calm. We need to talk. Now. 2 hours later. Front door opens. Lisa walks in. Looks annoyed. Not worried. Just feeds my anger more. What's so important? She asks, dropping bag on floor. Couldn't wait until tomorrow? Don't say anything at first. Just slide photos across table. She freezes. Face goes pale. Picks them up. First time in weeks. She looks genuinely caught. What? She stammers. Tries sounding indignant. Fails miserably. What is this? You tell me. Keep voice steady. Because from where I'm standing, looks like you're not just cheating. You're part of something bigger. Something dangerous. Her eyes dart to door. Like she's thinking about running, but straightens up instead. Expression hardens. You don't know what you're talking about. Don't I? Slam hand on table. Make her jump. Peter's in trouble, Lisa. And you're in middle of it. So why don't you stop lying? For once in your life. Tell me truth. She hesitates. Mouth opens and closes. Searching for right excuse. Before she can speak. Phone buzzes. Text from Ryan. Cooper's on move. Call me. Look at Lisa. Stomach churning. Whatever's happening. It's not over. Only beginning. Don't call Ryan back right away. Sit there staring at Lisa. Waiting for her to crack. Tension in room thick enough to cut. Her hands grip photos. Crumpling edges. Looks like cornered animal. Desperate to escape, but frozen in place. What's Cooper's role in this, Lisa? Keep voice sharp and unwavering. And don't tell me you don't know. Done with your lies? Her lips tremble for a second. Pulls herself together. Crosses arms defensively. I don't know what you're talking about. Says it coldly. Peter handles his own business. I have nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with it? Let out bitter laugh. Lean across table. You're in every photo, Lisa. You're there with Peter. You're there with photographer. And you expect me to believe you don't know damn thing? She opens mouth to respond. Phone buzzes again. Another text from Ryan. He's heading toward Peter's office. Could be big. You coming or not? Stand up abruptly. Chair scrapes floor. Lisa flinches. Quickly masks it with glare. Where are you going now? Voice dripping with anger. To find truth. Grab my jacket. Since you clearly have no intention of giving it to me. Robert, don't you dare. She starts, but I'm already outdoor. Meet Ryan outside Peter's office. Sleek glass building. Looks out of place. In rundown part of town. Ryan leans against car. Cigarette dangling from lips. Face grim. Cooper's been sitting in that black sedan. Nods toward car few spots down. He's waiting for something. Or someone. Peter? Probably. Ryan takes drag from cigarette. But here's kicker. Ran deeper background check on Cooper. Turns out he's not just photographer. He's a fixer. Guy you call when you've got problem. That needs cleaning up. If Peter owes money to wrong people, Cooper might be here to collect, or worse, feel chill down spine. And Lisa? Where does she fit? Ryan hesitates. Don't know yet. But if Peter's using her to cover tracks, or as leverage, you need to act fast. This isn't about your marriage anymore. This is bigger. Don't have to wait long. 10 minutes later, Peter walks out of building. Phone pressed to ear. Looks stressed. Glancing around nervously. Heads toward black sedan. Cooper steps out to meet him. Body language tense but controlled. Ryan hands me binoculars. Listen carefully. Holds up small recording device. Got directional mic pointed at them. Bring binoculars to eyes. Focus on two men. Conversation faint at first, then words become clear. You think this will buy you more time? Cooper asks. Voice low and menacing. Just need another week, Peter says. Tone pleading. Money's coming. I swear. Cooper shakes head. You're out of time, Peter. My employers aren't interested in excuses. If you don't deliver, they'll come for her instead. Heart stops at those words. Leave her out of this, Peter says quickly, voice trembling. She doesn't know anything. She's just a distraction. Cooper smirks, pulls manila envelope from jacket. A distraction you've been careless with. We know about her husband. If he gets in way, it's on you. Peter's face goes pale, nods silently. Cooper hands him the envelope, gets back in car, drives off without another word. Peter stands there, clutching envelope like lifeline, before storming back into building. Lower binoculars, hands shaking. Ryan glances at me, expression grim. Looks like your wife's deeper in this than I thought. Peter's been using her as shield. Probably figured no one would come after her. If things went south, and now they're threatening her. Say it with hollow voice. Because of him, Ryan nods. That's how these things go. You're collateral damage. And so is she. Drive home in days. Mind spinning with everything. Just learned. Lisa isn't just cheating. She's in danger. And despite everything, can't just let her go down with Peter. Not like this. Walk through front door. She's waiting, pacing living room. What the hell is going on, Robert? She snaps. Why are you running around spying on me? Throw photos and recordings onto coffee table. You want to know what's going on? Take good look. She freezes, eyes darting between me and evidence. Slowly reaches for recording device, hands trembling as she plays it back. Sound of Peter's voice fills room, then Cooper's chilling words. If you don't deliver, they'll come for her instead. Her face goes white. Recording ends. For first time in weeks, she looks scared. Robert, she whispers. I didn't know it was this bad. Lean forward, voice cold and steady. But you knew something, didn't you? You knew Peter was in trouble. And you stayed anyway. You lied to me. Let me walk into this blind. Tears fill her eyes. But I don't care. You made your choice, Lisa. Stand up. Now I have to make mine. Don't sleep that night. Lisa stays in living room, clutching recording device, like it's some kind of lifeline. I don't care. Can't care. The betrayal, the lies, the danger, it's all too much. But one thing clear, Peter is center of this mess. If want to end it, have to confront him head on. Next morning, call Ryan. Can you get me into Peter's office? Ask without preamble. Ryan hesitates. I can, but it's risky. If he's tied up in something big, he'll have people watching. I don't care. Say it firmly. Not waiting for this to blow up. Need answers. All right, Ryan sighs. I'll send you access codes. But be careful, Robert. Guys like Peter don't play fair. That afternoon, walk into Peter's office building, heart pounding in chest. Ryan hacked building security. Gives just enough time to slip in unnoticed. Elevator ride to his floor. Feels like eternity. Each ding ratchets up tension. Doors open. Secretary's desk empty. Place eerily quiet. Push open door to his office. Don't knock. There he is, sitting at desk, flipping through manila envelope. One Cooper gave him. Doesn't even look surprised to see me. Well, Peter says, leans back in chair. If it isn't doting husband, come to play hero. Step inside. Slam door behind me. You're done, Peter. Keep voice low and steady. I know everything. The debt, Cooper. The threats, you've dragged Lisa into your mess, and now you're going to fix it. Peter chuckles, shakes head. Fix it? Robert, you're way over your head. This isn't some sitcom, where husband storms in and saves day. This is real life, and in real life, guys like me don't lose. Is that right? Step closer, because from where I'm standing, you look pretty desperate. His smirk falters. Just for a second. Listen, leans forward. I didn't plan for this to happen, okay? Lisa was just supposed to be distraction, something to keep me sane. Well, I dealt with all this crap, but now Cooper and his bosses are watching me like hawks. I'm out of options. Not my problem. Snap back. You're going to leave Lisa out of this. Whatever deal you've made with Cooper, you're going to end it. Now, Peter laughs. Hollow, bitter sound. You think I can just walk away? They'll kill me, Robert. They'll kill her. Hell, they'll probably come after you too. You've already made yourself target. By sticking your nose where it doesn't belong, slam hands on his desk, make him jump. You don't get to play victim here. Voice comes out as growl. You dragged my wife into this. You dragged me into this, and now you're going to fix it. Or I'll make damn sure Cooper knows exactly where to find you. Peter's eyes narrow, cocky demeanor slipping further. You don't know what you're doing. Says it quietly. You think you can threaten me? You're a nobody, Robert. A jealous husband with chip on shoulder. Maybe, straighten up, but I'm a nobody with nothing left to lose. Can you say the same? For a moment, Peter just stares, jaw clenched tight, finally sighs, slumps back in chair. Fine, mutters under breath. I'll figure something out. But you better keep Lisa out of this. If Cooper thinks she's liability, don't worry about Lisa. Cut him off. She's not your problem anymore. Get back home. Lisa's still in living room. Face pale and drawn. Looks up as I walk in, eyes red from crying. Did you see him? Asks quietly. Yeah, drop keys on counter. He's done. Whatever he's gotten you into. It's over. She shakes head, voice trembling. It's not that simple, Robert. You don't understand. No. Cut her off sharply. You don't understand. You lied to me, Lisa. Over and over again. And now you expect me to clean up your mess? To save you from yourself? Tears stream down her face. Don't feel any sympathy. Not anymore. I didn't mean for this to happen, she whispers. I didn't know Peter was in trouble. I thought it was just fun. Finish for her, voice dripping with bitterness. You thought it was just some harmless fling, didn't you? Well, congratulations, Lisa. Now we're all in danger. Because of your fun, she sobs quietly, buries face in hands. But I don't care. Can't care anymore. Walk past her. Into bedroom. Slam door behind me. That night, Ryan calls again. You stirred up hornet's nest. His tone grim. Cooper's been sniffing around. Think he knows we're onto him. Good. Keep voice cold. Let him come. I'm ready. Robert, this isn't game, Ryan warns. Cooper's dangerous. If you're not careful, this could get ugly fast. It's already ugly. Say firmly. And I'm not backing down. Next day starts with pounding on front door. 7 a.m. Far too early for anything good. Grab baseball bat from closet. Pulse quickening as open door. Not Cooper. It's Ryan. We need to talk. Brushes past without waiting. His face pale. Usual calm replaced by urgency. What the hell is going on? Close door behind him. Cooper knows. Ryan paces living room. He knows you were at Peter's office. Knows you've been snooping, and now he's making moves. What kind of moves? Try keeping voice steady, despite dread creeping up spine. Ryan pulls out phone. Shows me photo. It's Lisa. Taken just this morning. She's leaving house, face tired and distracted. Completely unaware of black car, parked down street. They're watching her, Ryan says. And by extension, they're watching you. Clench fists, anger flaring. Let them. I'm not afraid of these guys. You should be, Ryan snaps. Cooper's not bluffing, Robert. He's dangerous. If you don't play this carefully, people are going to get hurt later that afternoon. Lisa and I sit at dining table, her face pale, eyes puffy from crying. Slide Ryan's phone across to her. Show her photo. They're watching you. Say it bluntly. Cooper's not going to let this go. Her hands tremble as she picks up phone. Stares at image. What do they want? Asks quietly, voice barely above whisper. Peter owes them money. A lot of money. And your leverage? Lisa's head snaps up, panic flashing in eyes. Leverage? What do you mean? Sigh, lean back in chair. Peter's in deep with bad people? He's using you as shield. They think if they put pressure on you, can force him to pay up. But I didn't know. Her voice breaking. I didn't know it was this serious. That doesn't matter now, say coldly. What matters is figuring out how to keep you out of this. She looks at me, eyes filled with guilt and fear. What do we do, Robert? That night, meet with Ryan again. We park few blocks from Peter's office. Sit in his car. Go over the plan. Peter's the weak link, Ryan says. If we squeeze him hard enough, might give us something we can use. Against Cooper. Something that'll make him back off. And if he doesn't, ask question. Ryan gives hard look. Then we go to cops. Frown. Shake head. Cooper's too smart for that. He's covered his tracks. If we go to cops without solid evidence, it'll just make things worse. Ryan nods grimly. Then we make sure we get what we need. Next day, corner Peter in parking garage of his office building. He's unlocking his car when Ryan steps out of shadows, blocks his path. Nice ride, Ryan says casually, leans against car door. Bet it's hard to make payments when you're in debt up to neck. Peter freezes, eyes dart around, like trapped animal, then spots me, stepping out from behind pillar. Face turns red with anger. You don't know what you're doing, hisses through teeth. You're going to get yourselves killed. Maybe. Step closer, but not before we take you down with us. So here's deal. You're going to give us everything you have on Cooper. Names, locations, deals. Everything, Peter scoffs. And what makes you think I'll do that? Ryan pulls out small recorder, presses play. Cooper's voice echoes through garage. Clear and menacing. If you don't deliver, they'll come for her instead. Peter's face goes pale. Where did you get that? Demands immediately. Doesn't matter. Say firmly. What matters is we can use it, but we need more. So you're going to talk, or we'll make sure this recording gets to wrong people. Understand? Peter hesitates, hands trembling visibly. Finally nods. All right, says quietly. I'll tell you what I know, but you have to promise to keep me out of it. No promises, Ryan says coldly. Start talking. Over next hour, Peter spills everything. Cooper works for Loan Shark, named Vargas, man with reputation for making problems disappear. Peter borrowed money to cover failed business deal. Now Vargas collecting with interest. Lisa got dragged into it. Because of connection to Peter, Vargas saw her as easy way to apply pressure. Why didn't you just pay them? Ask with disgust. Peter laughs bitterly. You think I haven't tried? Vargas doesn't care about money anymore. He just wants to make example out of me. Then you better hope this works. Stand up straight. Because if it doesn't, you're on your own. Tension unbearable that night. Ryan and I sit in his car, finalizing the plan. Peter gave us just enough info to form strategy, but not enough to feel confident. Cooper and Vargas are ruthless, and we're running out of time. We'll meet Cooper at drop spot. He's using with Peter. Ryan points to location on map. It's isolated, which means fewer witnesses. We'll make him think Peter is handing over money, and then ask with tight jaw. We use the recording, Ryan explains. If we can catch him, admitting connection to Vargas, we'll have leverage. Won't take Vargas down, but might be enough to scare Cooper off. Nod slowly, though gut churns at thought of facing Cooper. He isn't just some thug. He's professional, but don't have choice. Lisa's life at stake, and no matter how much anger, still feel toward her. Not going to let her become collateral damage. Drop spot is desolate warehouse, edge of town, rusted exterior, illuminated by sickly yellow glow of single streetlight. Ryan parks car block away, walk rest of way in silence. Steps crunching on gravel. Peter already there, pacing nervously near entrance. When he sees us, rushes over, face pale and damp with sweat. Are you sure about this? Whispers, glancing over shoulder. Cooper's not going to fall for it. He doesn't have to fall for it, Ryan says firmly. He just has to talk. Peter swallows hard, then nods. All right, let's get this over with. Hide behind stack of crates as Peter walks toward meeting point, small duffel bag in hand. Moments later, black car pulls up. Cooper steps out, calm as ever, sharp eyes scanning area. Before approaching Peter, do you have it? Cooper asks, voice low. Yeah, Peter holds up bag. It's all here. Cooper reaches for bag, but Peter pulls it back. Not so fast, says with trembling voice. We need to talk. Cooper's eyes narrow. Talk about what? About Vargas. Peter says, voice shaking slightly, about how this is getting out of hand. He's threatening people who have nothing to do with this. Cooper smirks. That's how Vargas operates. You knew that. When you borrowed money. Now hand over bag. Peter hesitates, glances toward our hiding spot, can see fear in his eyes. But he presses on. I want guarantees, says with shaky voice. I want Vargas to back off. Cooper chuckles darkly, shakes head. You're in no position to make demands, Peter. You're lucky you're still breathing. Ryan nods at me. Signals it's time. Step out from behind crates. Hold up phone. Recorder app running. Maybe you should start worrying about your own breathing. Say it loudly. Cooper spins around. Eyes narrow when he sees me. You've got guts. I'll give you that, says coldly. But this isn't your fight. It became my fight. Step closer. The second you dragged my wife into it. And now it's over. We've got everything we need to take you down. Cooper's smirk falters. First time I've seen it. Take me down? He repeats, voice ice cold. You think Vargas cares about evidence? He doesn't need reason to make you disappear. Maybe not. Ryan steps out behind me. But the cops will. We've got recordings, photos, witnesses. You can walk away now or stick around and see how long it takes for Vargas to turn on you. For a moment, Cooper doesn't move, then slowly laughs. You think you're so clever, says with contempt, but you don't understand how this works. You can't beat Vargas. Not with this. Maybe not. Keep voice steady. But I can make your life a living hell, and I'll enjoy every second of it. Cooper's eyes darken, but he doesn't respond. Instead turns, walks back to his car. You're playing dangerous game, says over shoulder. Don't say I didn't warn you, as car drives away. Let out breath. Didn't realize was holding. Peter slumps against crates, face pale with relief. Is it over? Asks weakly. Not even close, Ryan says grimly. Cooper's not typed to back down easily. We've bought ourselves time. But Vargas is still out there. Look at Ryan, then at Peter. Time is all we need. Say firmly. Because next time they come, we'll be ready. Air thick with tension as we prepare for final move. Ryan spent last 2 days pulling every string he could to turn tables on Vargas and Cooper. No, they won't back down. Waiting for them to strike first. Would be death sentence. You sure about this? Ryan asks. As we load equipment into trunk, surveillance gear, recording devices, burner phone, everything we'd need for what was coming. No, admit while slamming trunk shut. But not like we have choice. Plan is simple on paper. In reality, like playing with fire. Set up meeting with Cooper, using Peter as bait. This time not meeting, In some isolated corner, choose public space. Large parking lot near strip mall, where we can control environment. Goal is clear. Force Cooper to connect himself directly to Vargas, in way we can use against them both. Peter visibly shaken. When meets us at lot. This is insane, mutters while wiping sweat from forehead. If Vargas finds out, I'm doing this. I'm dead. You were already dead, Ryan says bluntly. Second you borrowed from him were your best chance of getting out alive. Peter doesn't argue, though looks like might vomit. Don't blame him. My own hands shaking, but shove them in pockets. Focus on what needs doing. Cooper arrives exactly on time, steps out of car, with usual calm demeanor, but this time not alone. Another man gets out with him, tall and broad-shouldered, face partially hidden by baseball cap. Ryan leans toward me. That's Vargas's muscle, whispers urgently. Big guy goes by Torres. Bad news. Great. Just what needed. Another wild card. In-game already feeling like spiraling out of control. Cooper approaches Peter. Ignores rest of us. Better have good reason, says with icy tone, for dragging me out here again. Peter clears throat, voice trembling. I want out, says desperately. Can't do this anymore. Got nothing left to give. Cooper's eyes narrow, tilts head toward Torres. You hear that? He wants out. Torres cracks knuckles, expression unreadable. Nobody gets out, says simply. Ryan chooses that moment, steps forward confidently. Actually, he does, because we've got something that'll make Vargas think twice about touching him or anyone else. Cooper's gaze snaps to Ryan, jaw tightens visibly. You again, voice drips with annoyance. Got bad habit of sticking nose where it doesn't belong. Ryan holds up flash drive. This has everything, says calmly. The recordings, the photos, the conversations. Enough to put you and Vargas under microscope. You can't escape, unless, of course, you decide to walk away. Torres chuckles darkly. You think Vargas is scared of cops? He owns half of them. Maybe, Ryan says. Voice stays calm. But I'm not just talking about cops. Plenty of people out there who'd love to see Vargas fall. Journalists, rivals, you name it. All it takes is one leak. Cooper's face hardens. You're bluffing. Ryan smirks, reaches into pocket, pulls out phone, holds it up for Cooper to see. One button, says confidently. That's all it takes to send this to every major news outlet in the state. For first time, Cooper looks uncertain, glances at Torres, who shifts uncomfortably, says nothing. Power dynamic shifting. They know it. What do you want? Cooper asks finally, voice tight with tension. Simple, Ryan says firmly. Peter walks away. So does Robert's wife. No more threats, no more games. And you tell Vargas to back off? Cooper hesitates, mind clearly racing, then nods slowly. Fine, says through clenched teeth. But if you think this is the end, you're wrong. Vargas doesn't forget. Neither do I. Neither do I. Step forward, meet his gaze. But if you or Vargas come near my family again, I'll make sure this flash drive isn't the only thing you have to worry about. Cooper glares at me, doesn't respond, instead turns to Torres, gives slight nod. Without another word, both get back into car. Drive off. Relief immediate, but short-lived. Peter lets out shaky breath, collapses onto nearby curb. Can't believe that worked, says weakly. It's not over, Ryan says, tone serious. We've bought ourselves time, but Vargas is still out there. If he decides we're more trouble, then we're worth. Doesn't finish sentence. We all know risk. That night, sit in kitchen with Lisa. Silence between us heavy. She looks at me, eyes filled with guilt and something else. Fear, maybe. Robert says quietly, I'm so sorry. Don't. Keep voice firm. Sorry doesn't fix this. Sorry doesn't erase what you did. She nods, tears streaming down face. I know. Voice barely audible. But thank you for not giving up on me. Don't respond. Don't know if I can forgive her. Not yet. Maybe not ever. But for now, the danger is over, and that's enough.